fortunate to be on Earth at what I believe is like the Renaissance. The ability to sort of create our own destiny.
All right.
The Renaissance
Ready?
Podcast.
Yeah. Let's go. Welcome back, boys. This is the Renaissance Podcast. We back. This is the brand new studio, second episode. I can't wait for you to see it. We got the point of view over there with the little GoPro.
Hey,
That
little
way can-
POV.
That way you guys can check us out. We're all straight.
Well, straight. Why you sound so awkward? But now we'll keep it rolling. We'll leave that in.
We all straight. What the fuck?
I'm just fucking around, guys. Nah, it was
Are
a
you trying to
crazy.
tell us something, bro?
The POV, me saying the POV trigger something, bro.
I know, bro. That point of view.
We all straight.
He said, hold up, man.
Damn,
I'm straight. I don't know about you, fam.
I got that PTSD, bro. POV, haven't fucking watched porn in a minute, bro.
Post second day.
I'm just fucking around, boys. Welcome back. It was a crazy ass weekend.
Oh, man. How you guys doing, boys?
I'm
Good, bro.
feeling great, man.
Little Monday shoot.
Bro, honestly, there's too many fucking people in the highways right now still.
Oh, yeah, man.
Like-
Dallas is getting crazier, bro.
I missed whenever motherfuckers were working from the fucking office. Like, bro,
Nobody in the roads. and
bro,
shit.
I didn't need no toll. I straight went to one direction at such a high rate. I could see maybe like a few families. Now it's everybody and their mama, bro. Like, fuck.
Even the tolls right now, it gets traffic, bro. But anyways, man, what we came to talk to.
we want to talk
Man.
about Netflix, man.
Yeah,
Little
actually,
Netflix.
honestly, and this is our show, a new series where we're gonna keep dropping now. We're gonna react to either shows that just come out, videos, not videos, so fucking movies, comparing movies. So it's gonna be a lot of new content. We're gonna be dropping every week, other than the podcast videos that we come with, bringing with guests. So stay tuned to that for sure.
I feel like it's such a good idea because we don't have to rely on a guest.
Mhm.
Now we just, make our own content. We have content to drop for
Bro,
the-
there's content for days,
the
man.
subs.
There's always something new that's happening.
Oh,
Like
hell
straight
yeah.
up.
No, for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's so many fucking shows too. It's a continuous cycle of like what to fucking keep you on a.
Oh man, if you get stuck on Netflix, bro, they'll keep you there for a
Bro,
while.
fucking Bad Bunny is on Netflix.
That
What
boy-
the fuck?
That boy Benito.
Bro, that motherfucker was on SoundCloud not too long ago. Fucking
Shit,
Bad
bro.
Bunny now on fucking Netflix. What show
yeah.
is he?
Not
is
too
he on?
long ago, he's been popping since
What,
2016.
15, 16?
13,
Late 15?
16 was when he dropped the
Oh yeah, 16.
deal.
Bro, 5 years, man. 5 years. That's all it takes.
Change your life, bro.
Damn. But he's on Narcos.
Narcos.
bro. So where do we start from then? Let's see the new season of Narcos.
Have you
So
guys seen it?
I've seen it. Obviously, we're fans of it. Me and you,
Okay.
Alex.
Yeah.
So we can react to it. Alan has never seen it,
Right,
so
'cause
he's gonna
I'll-
be more on the side of like the fan of like. I mean, not the fan, but like the viewers. Like,
I just
what would they
personally
ask?
think that having Narcos is a good fucking way for you to tell a story. But it's not for me, bro. I don't really like gore. I don't really like that violent shit. It's just too close to home, maybe, for me.
Mm.
I mean, it's close to home for all of us. We're all
I
Mexicans,
know,
so
yeah.
Right?
I'm not gonna say part of my family, but you know,
Yeah.
But you've never
let's
really
not
been
talk
a big
about
fan?
that. Yeah,
You've never really been a big fan of like the narco movies.
You see,
or narco
that's the thing,
shows?
because I feel like someone can tell me, you know what, Alan, why do you watch fucking violence at all then on TV? And I'm all like, I mean, I have a certain type of, entertainment and I don't find it entertaining.
They keep it PG-13.
Hell no.
son.
I mean,
Keep it
I've
R.
always liked those type of
I need
shows.
some nudity in my shit, bro.
It's a POV, boy.
Nah, honestly, like I've always liked those type of shows. I mean, I go back to fucking
Yeah.
when I was 13. I was watching Godfather. That's what the first time I watched
Oh,
Godfather. Scarface, Goodfellas, which is one of my favorite movies all
Scarface
time.
classic, bro.
Yeah, Scarface. It was good, but I think Goodfellas for me was my favorite movie of all time.
Goodfellas.
But yeah, it's top. Then it's all like has to do with mafia, all that type of shit. I've always been interested in
Bro,
those
they
movies.
dress so clean, bro. Like
Oh,
I'm out
yeah,
here with my
man.
button up and
To
shit,
me,
bro.
mafia movies back in the day, old school mafia movies were a fucking best, bro. I
Hello.
loved it. Like the way they dressed up, bro. The
Bro,
era of it was fucking clean.
I can't wait to get some fucking chest hair, bro. I'll be
Oh.
whipping it out,
Whoa,
bro.
little
Boy,
POV for
hey.
real.
So, hey,
Motherfucker be
POVs.
watching Minecraft, bro.
Nah, educate the fuck out of me, bro. Run it. We good.
Nah, but I feel like Narcos was such a good. or is a good show in my personal opinion. From I feel like the first season was the best. Which one did you like the best?
I like the first season of Mexico.
First season
Mexico.
yeah.
I mean, they're all good, but
Yeah.
I feel like the first season of Mexico. I think the Colombian one, the Pablo Escobar one, was really good, but I think Telemundo had done a better one with Patrón del Mal, which was a series originated by Telemundo, Universal Studios. That one was a better one to me than the first season of Netflix of El Patron. I mean, of Pablo Escobar. The first
Oh,
two
for
seasons.
real?
To me, it was a better season than that one.
Yeah, because for me, I always say the first season of Narcos was like fucking badass.
Because the actors that they used in
Yeah.
the Patron del Mal, which was the Universal Telemundo studios, they look so much alike, like the real Pablo Escobar, the whole thing. I don't know if you ever seen the actors they used in that one.
Nah, I've never seen that show, honestly.
Yeah, that one is better to me, and it's a whole telenovela. It's like a telenovela show type of shit, like kind of like Señor de los Cielos, which to me even the Narco season, this one was actually better than the Señor de los Cielos, obviously, because that became a whole fucking hit show about like it became pretty much a fucking not science fictional, because what pretty much what they based it on, the Señor de los Cielos from Telemundo.
Yeah.
They based it on
Amado
Carrillo, but like the conspiracy theory of him, which pretty much the conspiracy theory of El Señor de Cielos is that he never actually died.
You don't think he died?
I personally don't think he died. Because even in the show, I mean, they portray him as somebody really smart and knew when to get out. I mean, he pretty much changed the game when you think about it. Even though like the first two seasons, yeah, with Gallardo, with Felix Gallardo, he pretty much is the godfather of the Mexican cartels because he wanted unity between all the Mexican cartels, and he was pretty much the head of all that. The I guess what would you say, like the clans? He was the head of the clans.
He pretty much wanted to make a whole monopoly of the market with the
Rockefeller
type shit. Yeah, but then he also was innovating in the sense of like, dude, they were all selling just weed. And he put them on the coke game.
Oh shit!
So he saw there was more profit.
He saw Escobar and he said, "You know what?
Way more profit, easier to like transport.
Oh shit!
The smell is not there."
He's the one who went to Pablo Escobar in the beginning and then started exporting.
Really?
Which in that time, Mexicans were working for Colombians, but Amado Carrillo, when he changed the game, was pretty much the Colombians were working for the Mexicans at that point, because motherfucker was exporting so much money, so much through air that he was making so much money, bro. He was pretty much the one who changed the game. He was pretty much, I think if he would have stayed, if he wouldn't have died, then he would have become bigger than El Chapo. Which, I mean, I think Chapo became as big as him or a little bit bigger just because of the famous escapes that he did. But I think Amado Carrillo changed the game in ways where like he took over a lot of places.
Damn, El Chapo in Colorado, bro. Maximum prison.
But the conspiracy theory that I never explained, that supposedly he died in a surgical bed, changing his facial features, which it's crazy, a lot of conspiracy theories where like he later on died. Supposedly he never died there. He actually died later on by the police, or he's actually retired. He made a peace with the police. And is still alive somewhere hidden with all his money, or just living life, retired, because that's what he wanted to do supposedly. And I mean, it kind of feeds into that theory because the doctors that were changing his features, all the two doctors were actually found dead like weeks later, chopped up and everything, which doesn't make sense. It was either one or two things that you could say: either they got chopped and killed because they killed Amado Carrillo by accident, or they just chopped and killed because they didn't want to risk it and they come out and say Amado Carrillo's alive.
I mean, it could be either way, bro. Like, it's a flip of a coin that we...
Yeah, because you got to think about it. Like, the head kingpins of, like, big narco federations or whatever, bro, these aren't stupid dudes.
Yeah,
to make it up the ranks, you got to have something with you type shit as, like, be able to move correctly. So with him, my theory or my conspiracy theory is that he probably got a body double. They made some changes to that one. They used that body to like be like, oh, that was his body, this and that. and then he probably either went to like South America or like Cuba or whatever. Because spoiler alert, like in the show, they always bring up how like he wants to move to Chile because he has a spot over there, this and that, and then he has this romantic affair with this Cuban lady.
Mm.
So I'm like, bro, honestly, like people always talk about how like these motherfuckers that die or fake their death, they always like go to like either Cuba or like somewhere like you can't really access like that.
Mhm.
So, bro, it could be.
I
so
mean, if
easy.
fucking Nazis hit in Argentina for years,
Yeah.
what makes you think fucking cartels that have that crazy amount of money can't hide? You know?
Exactly. And Amado, he was a smart guy. Like I say, you know, he to be able to change the game like he did, bro. Like you don't do that just off luck, bro. You got to know what the fuck you're doing out here. And the drug world is crazy because you know there's always people trying to kill you, whether it be your friends, whether it be your enemies, the cops. Like you got to know how to move out here. And
So
this
basically, the
motherfucker-
Netflix series is about this fucker.
yeah, this season
The
is
third
about
season, yeah, it's about Amado Carrillo.
yeah. So the first one was about Felix, how he pretty much set up everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then how Juarez took over with Amado, and then next is kind of like pretty much the mayhem. I would say, right, the destruction of Juarez and
The destruction of Juarez, the pretty much the union that everybody had. Although everybody had their own plaza, everybody was happy with them. But as soon as I mean, the whole thing changed. Why? Because of Kiki Camarena, which was the DEA agent that got murdered. The whole changed the game because the DEA put all the fucking effort on catching Felix Gallardo for obviously killing the American agent. That's why they caught him. But in the same time, they shot themselves in the foot because, as they say in the show, which happens is like as soon as Felix Gallardo got locked up, then that's when the real trouble will happen, where all the wars between cartels happen. Why? Because he was the one keeping the peace between all of them. Once he's out of the play, everybody wants to become the
piece
one.
of the pie.
and
egos collide. Like I want to be the top dog. No, I want to be
Oh,
the top
shit.
dog.
So all of this
and all
started
this
because of a
bullshit.
DEA agent.
Yeah, bro, you killed that. The
And
DEA
there's a lot of
agent-
conspiracy theories where the biggest cartel is the DEA.
yeah,
Where like
or
they
the
can-
CIA. Like even in the shows, they show the CIA working with the people in the jungle and also the narcos and stuff like that.
it's all political. At the end of the day, it's all political, bro.
Yeah,
But honestly, this is more in conspiracy theories. This is more like fucking.
Right.
What y'all think of the actual show? Like the actors, like
I mean, I feel like the actors were good. It was a good show. Like Amado, the way that you know he moved and stuff. Like I feel like that the actor did a good job of like you know pretty much being
they portray like
who you think
correctional Mexican.
Amado?
Even the accents, bro. Like
yeah.
I feel
Chihuahua
like
and
the
shit.
Chihuahua accent and shit. And the one that I find fun is the Chapo, bro. Like I feel like I don't see a Chapo like that. Like he talks like that.
Nah, hell no.
Even like in the when he got arrested and stuff, he's like the way he talks. I feel like he doesn't talk that. Like the actor has a high pitched voice.
Yeah, he talks more like chill, you know.
Yeah.
So who is Bad Bunny in this show?
He's I think they say the like
So he's portrayed.
Narco Juniors. or
Yeah,
whatever.
Narco Junior. So it was pretty much like the younger either brothers or friends of the brothers of the people that were like cartel, like Arellano Felix group, which was pretty
Mhm.
much what was it, Juarez or Tijuana, sorry,
Tijuana.
which was the plaza in Tijuana. There were all the younger guys that were trying to be like kind of like in the scene as well, and then narcos, and become kind of narcos. So they would do like the killing and shit, but like it was small stuff. Like they weren't the head of it, but but pretty much Bad Bunny was portrayed as a sicario for the cartel
Oh,
of
shit.
Tijuana.
I've heard of that word,
And-
sicarios. Aren't those
and-
fuckers that are just meant to kill and that's it?
Hitmans.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually his character dies. A spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, I mean, and then you
Wait, Bad
shouldn't be
Bunny
watching
dies,
this.
bro?
Oh, I mean, obviously his character dies
Oh.
by the police. Got
Not
murdered.
Bad Bunny, bro.
Not the actual Bad Bunny,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the who he portrays is with the
Yeah.
sicario. He actually got portrayed as he got murdered by the police in the show, which I think it's not true. I think they just did it for the show. I think he actually got
Yeah.
murdered by. He got sent to go kill Amado Carrillo, and got murdered by Amado Carrillo's bodyguards. But in the movie, in the show, they portrayed as Bad Bunny got killed by the police officers when when the DA was closing in on the Arellano Felix siblings.
Mm-hmm.
See, the reason that they use these like narco juniors lots of them came from like high class families.
Okay.
So for them, they felt like badasses doing this shit, and then they would use them to transfer a lot of drugs to the U.S. because they see a nice truck or a nice car. Most of the time, immigration is not stopping them. So like it made it easier for them to transfer drugs, and it made it easier for them to have those connections because they already come from a high class family.
Yeah.
Whether it be their parents,
Plus
all these businesses and shit.
These rich kids were looking for adrenaline, bro. Like,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
had everything they
These
wanted.
motherfuckers have everything. Shit, let's kill some motherfuckers type shit.
Damn, so you're telling me the Jake Pauls back in the day in Mexico were moving drugs?
Yeah, moving drugs, killing people,
They
getting
still
into
are, bro.
crazy shit.
This is a show that was based off of 10 years or 20 years ago.
But it makes sense though, like you said, once they're rich, bro, you need that like excitement. That's why I feel like that's why you always hear these rich people always do these crazy shit.
Mhm.
Cause like you do so much, you're just like I need something new.
I mean, it's because you can literally do anything you choose to be.
Yeah.
The one thing I hated is that I didn't like Bad Bunny in the show. As a narco show fan, like they just did it. To me, it was just a marketing
Marketing
Tactic.
scheme.
no
Marketing tactic
marketing tactic.
to get more people.
Yeah, to get more people to watch it. Like, and they don't need it. Honestly, like Narcos is such a big show that they didn't
Yeah.
need it. They
Bro, I might
but
watch it.
Even
I
the
might-
accent, bro. The accent was fucking horrible. like
See way.
Seaway, like bro, the way he was doing, I was like, bro, he's trying too hard. Like, I love Bad Bunny and all. Like, he's one of my favorite artists. But like,
Also, because he's from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. He's
yeah, but he's trying to make a Mexican accent.
yeah.
but the
So
shit
he's
was
a
horrible.
Boricuan or Boricao or whatever they call him. What are they called?
Boricua? Or
Yeah,
No,
Boricua.
Boricua.
Yeah, Boricua.
No,
Isn't
but
that
Boricua is
Dominican?
Dominican Republic, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's not like a bird call. The other one that he used.
Anuel. Sound like Anuel.
Wait, so
No, but even the show they portray they portray him as like I could see why they were trying to make him like even they put a clip of him trying on clothes in his
Yeah.
closet before he goes out with his friends
Mhm.
and goes out with girls and shit. It's like, bro, he's such a small character in the movie and in the show. In the actual real life too, he was a sicario, but it was like his pretty much his story is meaninless. But they put I guess like it's a main character type of deal where he's changing his clothes and stuff and like changing to crazy ass clothes. It's like, bro, like y'all just doing a marketing tactic for
No,
this
but that's
shit.
smart. Like at the end of the day, that's smart because it gets the bitches. Like they hear Bad Bunny's in that fucking show, they're gonna
The
watch it.
casuals are gonna go watch the season 3 without watching all.
Exactly.
But I mean, you don't really need to watch it because it's a storytelling of like Amado Carrillo.
Yeah.
You already
won't-
know the story.
Because
Yeah,
I deadass saw like on Instagram. It's funny. I saw it today and like probably like a week ago. I think it dropped a week ago, right? Like 2 girls they posted like only watching this because Bad Bunny's in it. So
Yeah.
like it worked at
Bro,
the end of the day.
bitch is about fucking boost that shit up twice the ratings.
Exactly. That's why you gotta hit
you'll
both
get
markets.
at least.
They already got the guys.
They'll get at least 100 more thousand views
Yeah.
for girls, and like it's just. I wonder if they kept watching after Bad Bunny got murdered.
They're like, what
Oh,
the
shit,
fuck?
for real, right? When does he get murdered? Like in between the season or like a
I don't
closer?
even
Nah,
remember.
let-
I think it was
like
six
or
or 7
seven.
episodes.
That we should. It's cool if they would show like views, and then probably like 6 or
There's
7
probably a
episodes.
website where it shows the views.
And that's the risk that you face whenever you do a marketing tactic.
Yeah,
Good luck having the retention afterwards.
trying to keep it. Yeah,
real.
exactly.
But I
shit.
mean, and then that's crazy because they even had Bad Bunny to promote it. Like, I mean, he was at Jimmy Fallon promoting. Did he promote it in Jimmy Fallon?
well, he talked about everything from like his tour to like him doing WWE to.
But I think they always talk about that, but they always go for a certain point.
Yeah.
I think the important one that was about Narcos, wasn't it?
Narcos.
Because they showed a clip
A
of
clip.
him, if I'm not
because
mistaken.
I feel like this is major for him too because now he's stepping into the acting role. As a
But he did
musician.
horrible, bro. As an actor, he did horrible. I mean, at least because
Maybe a different show. Maybe.
like if they would have portrayed him maybe as a Puerto Rican going into, then that would have been clean.
Yeah.
But like as a Mexican, like the accent didn't come out, bro.
Way.
Like it's bad. Like he's not that great, and I feel like they shouldn't be. If somebody that's as an actor is not it's a rookie, like they shouldn't make him do a different accent and
It's
stuff
because
because he's
he's
not
from
used.
Puerto Rico. Like the language there, even though it's Spanish, like that shit's hard.
Their
as
own
fuck,
lingo,
bro.
their own
Bro,
way of saying shit.
I worked at the call center, right? And these fuckers, bro, Puerto Ricans are hard to understand, bro. and their addresses, bro. No offense if you were in Puerto Rico, but like them addresses are hard as fuck. Carretera 18. And then they have like, oh, but then you gotta say the neighborhood that they're in, and then they gotta say the city, and then you gotta say bro. It's
Can you put down in the comments how many times Alan said bro in the last minute?
dude.
We gotta have a bro count, bro.
Nah, for real. So, bro, like, not playing. No, it's tough. It's a huge dynamic between being Puerto Rican and Mexican. So I didn't know that. I thought it was gonna be Bad Bunny being Bad Bunny, but he's out here acting Mexican.
What do you mean he was gonna do? What
I
do you
mean,
think
I
he
was gonna think that he would say like the way that he acts, the way that he talks, like it's Puerto Rican.
I mean, not surprising that Netflix did. I mean, last year, in the last season, they had Quavo.
Oh yeah,
motherfucking Quavo.
Yeah, Quavo was on the last season.
because
What was he?
He was like he was part of like the
those Cali gangsters,
the
and
Cali
stuff
black gangsters that were exporting
in the U.S.
into the U.S. Like they were the
Okay.
ones who were in charge of like pretty much bringing in distributing it in America,
distribution. Yeah,
and they get fucking high with I think it was with Arellano, right? I mean the
the brothers, right?
yeah, I think it was a brother. I forgot who it was, but yeah.
But he was in that whole.
Damn, Quavo was in that hole too. Who's next, man?
Shit. They gotta have Snoop.
I mean,
bro.
I don't know who's the next season.
All right.
Snoop, bro.
I don't know who they're gonna portray in the next season.
Snoop
I don't
is
know
gonna
if
be
it's,
in The
gonna be
Mandalorian.
El Chapo. It might be. Most likely it's El Chapo. There's no other one that they portray after that.
Wait, so you said that the chaos is next. So season 4 is gonna be the chaos, essentially.
This is pretty much when they fight for like the borders.
So
you
this is
see-
the chaos. Season 3 is the chaos.
No, like
Oh,
upcoming. Because Amado leaves, and he was the one holding down Juarez.
Mhm.
So now that he leaves, they feel like it's an opportunity for them to take over the border of Juarez and El Paso.
Right.
And that's whenever people
Everything
aren't gonna give it up.
I mean, so that's the reason why Juarez is known to be like such a bad area, or it used to be.
I mean, just the borders all over around the U.S. It's key play for Narcos to move their products. So
Hell yeah.
motherfuckers aren't gonna give it up, and other motherfuckers want to take it. So naturally, violence comes with it. But did you pay attention how the story also of the guy trying to find the killer of the girls?
Yeah.
That was crazy. That's pretty badass that they showed light to it.
Yeah, they showed a light to it because it was big in that.
Even till this day, there's girls getting killed. Like, that's crazy.
Where a lot of guys go but it's crazy because I didn't get that part, and I'm gonna do more research on that because I
Yeah.
was like, because he didn't find the killer. He eventually
so
didn't
pretty
find
much-
the killer.
The killer has never been found because they feel like it's a bunch of people. So in the show, they show this guy. He's a cop, and then he gets laid off. But whenever he's on duty as a cop, this lady comes up to him, and he's like, she's like, my daughter has been
Didn't
missing.
he know her though? Because he knew her by name.
Neighbor. And stuff. So like the daughter's been missing, this and that, and he's trying to find her, and he can't find her. And then he goes to where they have the bodies and stuff. What is that called? Where
The
guy-
mortgage.
No, is it that
The mortgage.
where they do the body check and all that shit? Like if she was strangled or like
Oh, you're talking about
there's a name for that whole, but I forget it.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But he goes there, and the guy that's doing all that, he's like, oh,
they're in the autopsy.
autopsy. So he goes there, and the guy's like, oh, she's probably one of the other girls that has been affected because I have like 5 or 6 of them. Same thing. Nobody's really claiming them. They have, they've been choked, this and that, like, beaten, raped, all that shit. And then later on throughout the show, he's over here trying to find the killer, this and that, because it's just young girls. First, it was like prostitutes. Then it's like
Your neighbor.
factory workers from the factories that started with in Juarez. There was a shitload of factories. So, the cars, all these girls used to work there and this and that. So it was easy for them to like, be like, oh, let me help you out, this and that. Let me give you a ride or this and that. And all these girls ended up just, turning up dead. And then he goes to stalk out where the girls get out of work and stuff. And then he finds this guy, this like American sounding guy. He told one of the girls, oh, let me give you a ride, this and that. And she's like, all right, fuck it, She gets in the car, and he follows him in the car. And then he's like, hey, what are you doing, this and that? And he ends up killing the guy. So he thinks like, all right, everything's good now. The killer's dead, this and that. And then they get a call that, another girl has been murdered. So they're like, what the fuck? and then he goes where they're doing the report, right? Or like, what was it, like the
Where
report?
they found the graveyard of who the killer
Yeah.
that was killing the
So
girl.
they find a shitload of bodies in the desert of all these girls that have been killed.
Damn.
So he's like, what the fuck? And I have a friend who my mom actually worked in those factories, and she
Mhm.
talked about that. Like, I asked her, like, is this true, or they just added for like dramatic effect, this and that? She's like, no, like that's so true. Like, you know, we were scared to you know, go by ourselves and stuff like that, because all these girls would turn up dead in the desert and shit like that. Nobody know who the killer was, and it was dangerous. But at the end of the day, like, we had to work as well. We'll get up at 4 a.m. to go to the bus at 5 a.m. that would take us to the factories and this and that. So like the whole process was like, you know, if somebody came up to you and shit, you'd like, oh, let me give you a ride. You know, you'll be like, hey, fuck it. You know, being trusting, but you don't know who the killer is. So like, you know, all these girls would end up dead and stuff like that. Even till this day, they're still finding girls that are getting killed over there and stuff. Because Mexico, bro, like the laws, you know, it's hard to like pinpoint.
And what's crazy about it, bro, and that's what, now that you're explaining it, I kind of remember now, because it's been a whole week. I already lost my fucking memory. But the crazy part about it is that he ends up getting murdered. The last episode, he gets murdered by one of his friends, because he wasn't a clean cop. Like, he was dirty. I mean, every cop in that moment, in that era, even now, it's
and they explained that. They explained that they were like, the cops in the U.S. were getting paid $2,000 a month. The cops in Mexico were getting paid $200 a month.
Damn.
So they had to make ways of like either playing dirty, either doing this side hustles, which he ended up working for. He was doing a lot of.
He got laid off, and then he wanted or he needed money,
Extra
of course. Money. So he started working for one of the narcos.
Amado Carrillo's brother, Vicente, yeah, Carrillo. He started working for him, but he was, in order for him to find like DNA of the killer, because he was trying to find the killer, he was so desperate to find it, he actually snitched a lot about stuff with the one of the DEA. He was working with the DEA to find the killer, but the DEA didn't give him shit. Pretty much, like everything he had given to them, he didn't find shit, and then he got murdered.
It's funny because I laughed in the other one whenever the guy is like, he brings on the plates, right, and then he's like, oh yeah, that's from a 70-year-old lady in I think living like in El Paso or whatever. He's like, nah, man, that's not the guy, bro.
No mames. He's like, no mames way. He's like, no mames way. That shit was funny. Yeah, I was like, hey,
come on, man.
You know why? Because the actor also plays a show I used to watch too, Cuervos. We watched El Club de Cuervos, right?
Nah.
The Netflix show, Club de Cuervos.
Oh yeah. It's on Netflix too.
Yeah. The actor, the one that plays the son that's fucking spoiled.
Yeah,
he's the actor, the police guy.
He's the cop.
He's the cop.
But he was thinking that. So you know, he finally sees the guy, or the car, and he got the plates. But then he gets a flat tire, so he wasn't able to chase him.
Yeah.
So he goes with the DA guy, and he's like, you know, I got the plate number, this and that. Can you check who it is? And he's like, yeah, it's a 70-year-old lady living in whatever. He's like, no way, no mames. Like, it's a guy, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm sorry, like the car's probably stolen, this and that.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is that he did all that with the D agent, but he had to give him information about like stuff that he knew over the cartels, and he ended up getting murdered for trying to figure out who the murderer was of the girls.
Yeah,
it's a sad story. Like, they portray that side story in the Netflix show, and I was like, damn. At the end when he got murdered, like, if you're gonna kill me, you kill me. Like, it was actually his friend who had to kill him. His cop partner,
which was crazy.
And
that was such a sad story, like you said. Like, you get the hope of him, like, damn, this motherfucker killed the dude that's killing all these girls. Like, they're straight, and then, you know, they go and find out all these girls have been killed, and they're like, oh, there's probably multiple killers. We don't know who it is.
And then he gets murdered for trying to find out the truth by giving truth about the cartel,
because they start killing motherfuckers within the crew that they suspect are the rats or the snitch. So, like, you know, they ended up I guess he just got too comfortable, especially the car scene, right? Whenever he puts the chip in the phone, and he's in the guy's truck, and then Amado
Carrillo's brother's truck.
Yeah, so Amado Carrillo's brother comes out. He's like, the fuck are you doing in my truck? So like all this suspicious stuff, just they suspected him, and in Mexico, like they'll kill you for nothing type shit. So the
They
partner
just suspect shit.
exactly. It's funny because I heard a conspiracy theory with that, like about the girls and stuff.
Mhm.
Supposedly that we were talking about how rich people be on some crazy shit. So there's a conspiracy theory with it. Of course, I'm not gonna name the source, but they said supposedly that first it started with prostitutes. Prostitutes will get picked up, this and that. The rich people would go and do what they want to do with them, all this and that. Supposedly one of the guys ended up killing one of the prostitutes. So one of the prostitutes, they're like, "What the fuck? You killed her, this and that." And somehow it kind of triggered that, like, damn, nobody's gonna give a fuck about this bitch either way. So like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
So there's a conspiracy that it was actually the higher class people throwing all these parties and stuff like that, and doing whatever they want with these girls, and then at the end would end up killing them. But then that doesn't explain. But then it could explain the factory ones, because maybe they're in such need and in such need for money that they're like, hey, fuck it, these people are telling me I could get this much amount of money, and that's how you lure them in type shit.
Yep.
But like it brings back to the point of, rich people, they get bored, bro. They're like, you know what, let's kill a bitch type shit. Like, fuck, bro. And it's sad to say, but like we don't know who was the real killer type shit.
They still don't know shit.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's gonna put research into that though.
Yeah, exactly. We saw that in the show. Like, can't you just do a DNA? He told the guy, can't you just do a DNA test? Like, motherfucker, we ain't got a freezer in this bitch.
Yeah, but all the fucking, it was always fucking hot in that bitch.
Hell yeah. But it's crazy that Narcos showed that side of what was going on there.
I mean, they're not gonna care. I mean, it's Americans who are making these shows, so
oh yeah,
they want to portray that. Like, they're not gonna try to hide what is actually happening in Mexico, which is, I mean, it's crazy that it's happening that, but that's how it is. I mean,
yeah.
what can we do about
I
it?
was talking to my mom about that, and she's like, "Yeah, that happened a lot." And also, like the journalists, she's like, so many journalists got killed in the '90s, and trying to showcase the truth and this and that, and end up getting killed. And we saw that a lot in the show. Like, the closer that they got, the main guys would step in and be like, "Hey, man, you get closer, bro, I'm gonna end up killing you," type shit. And
I mean, I wouldn't get the point of that, just as a journalist. Like, why are you doing it for? Like, even if the people know the truth, what's the point of it? What are the people gonna do?
yeah,
Like, they can't do anything. They're not gonna go and murder the narcos. To like, what is the truth? Why does the truth matter?
there's something in those people like that, I guess. Like, you could even say like,
Motivation,
here,
personal motivation.
No, like here in the U.S. too, like motherfuckers that like the Karens type shit, Like you think about it, you're like, what's the fucking point of doing that? But like, there's something in certain people that they're just like, this is wrong,
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? It kind of reminds me of what happened in China. So there was this dude that ran CCVIP. It was a big corporation. We're talking about basically the Indeed of China, where people would basically get a job or some shit like that. I don't know it's the exact things that they would do, but it was huge. It was massive. It was like as big as, it was as popular as Amazon in today's world, because it was like one of the few companies that actually was born out of China.
When was this? What time?
I would say this happened about 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
10 years ago. So what ended up happening is that this fucker that ran this corporation in China, serial rapist, he would in China, they have like this rule where like if you're from out of the city, if you come from a rural area, if you want to move into the city and reap all the benefits, whether it's school, education, job, you have to stay in one of like these dorms. Until you basically are old enough, or I mean, just basically educated enough to live in the city.
Yeah.
So he would just basically attract all of these bitches from the fucking rural areas and like uneducated as fuck. They would just
prey on their ignorance.
Yeah, and then just bring them to like the fucking CCVIP, the fucking job, and like they would just rape them.
Wow.
Straight up. Pretty crazy.
They found them and everything. Like,
so
how did they?
This was like the CEO of this fucking corporation. His name was like Sun Xiaohao, some shit like that. And he ended up getting caught because he basically imported one that was like kind of educated, so knew what was like, this was not right, this was not okay.
Yeah, and she was able to.
she kind of like ratted him out, and he had everybody paid, like the police, the news corporation. So if you even try looking that shit up right now, like there's not an article in CNN about this fucker
Yeah.
at all. There's like basically like a Wikipedia, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he ended up getting convicted, and he only got like 4 years in jail. Like, and then
I was about to say, he motherfucker's probably real powerful, so he
Yeah.
probably just
the
you know.
trial was in 2018. No, 2010. 2010. Yeah, so about
I
a
mean,
year
in
ago.
China, it's like that too. To be honest, like there's so much power controlled by money, especially because the people have no power at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, they get controlled to see what they watch.
I mean,
what
if
they
you have
look.
money, bro, bro, they don't give a fuck. You can pay anybody off, bro.
I mean,
At this point, especially in
that's crazy to think about, bro. You could literally kill motherfuckers and you'll get away with it.
especially if you live in a government like Mexico, or especially you living in a government like
Communist.
you know,
I
China.
mean, it's not as bad as the fucking old days where it's like the Viking day, like how they will fucking kill whoever, or like who's the ones that murdered a lot of people?
The Mongols
The Mongols.
with Genghis Khan or what?
Genghis Khan, yeah.
those
He murdered
motherfuckers.
so many fucking people, and like
Yeah.
that's for random shit, for just territory and shit.
Bro, and it's always these fucking nations that are so fucking full of pride. You know,
Yeah.
full of fucking, they're so patriotic, you know, go Mexico or go the People's Party of China. Bro, it's so fucking wild, bro. And like there's a fucking reason why they're called the Democrat, like North Korea is called, the official name is like the Democratic Party of the Korean people, whatever it's called.
To include
Like,
the people and shit. Like
Democratic, my ass, bro.
Yeah.
Like straight up. So it's like I find it funny as fuck, like how like there's so much violence still. I love Mexico, that's my nation, but like, bro, wake up, like.
Yeah, but pretty much like Caesar said, we've been going through this like years and years type shit. It's kind of like in our DNA to like,
Mhm.
you know, be ruthless and shit like that, you know. But you know, I feel like this is probably the best we've been in human history though. Like whenever it comes to wars and motherfuckers invading other countries and shit like that. Like you said, if you think about it, bro, before literally all these motherfuckers in Europe will try to take over each other.
Mhm.
And now everybody's kind of in their own country. Like,
Oh, yeah. And I feel like there's some nations that still gotta wake up. Like for example,
Yeah.
the United States went through our own fucking age of, you know, whenever we barred alcohol, like
Yeah.
it was completely banned. We went through that,
Civil War, alcohol,
bro.
everything.
The abolition, bro, it was crazy. So like the Al Capone came out of that area. So like
Yeah.
it was, you know, a lot of shit happened in the United States too. But back in the 1930s.
Yeah.
1930s, bro. This is 2020 now, 2010.
I feel like the US is one of those nations, like, and also like some European countries that, you know, like you said, it's not just democratic in the sense of the name.
Mm-hmm.
Like over here, motherfuckers could really make some changes.
Oh yeah, but
You know?
bro, but honestly, I feel like we're so, bro. I feel like in the United States, you either make a company and then you just stop. You just run away. That's it.
Yeah,
You that's your ticket out of the United States and go wherever the fuck you want to go to.
that's true.
To me, that's
That's
how I
true.
see it. Because
But
like,
some of these people, like, that have companies or rich or superpower, there's always like, I want more. I want more. It's not
Yeah.
like you know, it's easy for us to be like, oh, once I'm rich, I'm gonna just chill. But
Hell
nah,
no,
bro, like, you know,
look at that motherfucker, Bill Gates, bro. That motherfucker was, bro. He had the Gates Foundation with his fucking wife, like a hoe. And turns out he was the biggest hoe of them all, bro. Motherfucker was laying that dick left and right. You want this Microsoft fucking software? Or you want this
Hell
dick?
nah.
What do you want, baby? Straight up. God damn.
I saw a meme about that. Like, the two richest men in the world couldn't even keep their wives happy. Why do you think you can? It was Bezos and
And
Bill
Bill
Gates.
Bro, did you see that fucking video of Bezos? And then he was with fucking Leonardo, bro.
Damn.
But I mean,
son.
at some point, like you gotta know that, like, to make that amount of money, to become that great a company, like you have no time for a wife, bro.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but like at the same time too, bro, you can bring your wife with you too. Like if you want to have some fun, like
Not really, bro.
All these
Nah.
motherfuckers
You're just
be-
saying this because you got a girl.
I mean,
you gotta
I do
sound
have a
politically
girl.
correct, but
Nah, but I've been
when you
there,
think about it,
bro.
no. When you have to become as great as Bezos, as Bill Gates, Look at Elon Musk, bro. He has had so many wives, so many kids. Why?
Motherfucker, like 6, 7 kids.
Because he can't keep a girl. Why? Because
The
they need
lifestyle.
attention at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so to become that great, bro, you need so much shit to do. Like he's Elon Musk has set his schedule before. Like he has to sleep 6 hours, I think. He has to work a certain amount of hours in Tesla, then SpaceX, and this.
And his
You think
schedule is
he's-
not hourly, dude. It's 15-minute intervals.
And-
15 minutes, I have to do this. 15 minutes, like literally even probably restroom breaks and shit, bro. Like that's just like.
Micromanaged as fuck. But you
Yeah.
have to be.
But I feel like at the end of the day, like not everybody is gonna be Bezos and Bill
And
Gates.
it shouldn't be that way. But what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying though is I'm not taking away from their work and mindset that they have, which is a winning mindset. They're not about to lose. I just find it funny, bro. Like homeboy,
Yeah.
Bill Gates, my man, the Bill Gates Foundation, people out here begging Bill
Even
Gates for
fucking-
jobs, bro.
Even fucking Warren Buffett, there was an article of like how Warren Buffett, he's been with his wife for years and years and
Yeah.
years. But once a week, throughout the year, once a week he gets to go with some girl that he used to date before.
Oh,
So like this motherfucker, even Warren fucking Buffett, bro, this nigga wilding out here too, bro.
yeah.
At some point,
So-
girls gotta understand. We've talked about this, like rich man, like the top percent of men. You're not gonna be able to keep him because you can't offer him anything another girl can't, and they have so much money that
And
they
we're
can
saying
replace
the
you.
0.00001% motherfuckers, not no 80% motherfuckers. We barely out here and shit. Nah, bro. Like these are the top of the top, elite of the elite. You know.
It's crazy. I feel like, yes, lesson of the podcast, if you're rich, you can get away with a lot of shit. If you have a lot of money, power comes with it. You just gotta bribe people to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But
Eso saying con dinero baila el perro, mijo.
Ahí está.
Vámonos.
bro, but like,
Ladra, Alan.
nah, bro, like at the end of the day, bro, like once I have money, bro,
Yeah.
like I even see it as a risk having a company here in the United States, but I'll let it run. Like I'll milk the shot of the United States as much as I can, and then eventually I'll skedaddle somewhere, bro.
Do you know where?
Bro, somewhere.
I just
Nah.
like personally for me, I just like the safety of the U.S.
Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. I feel like, there's only so much that you can do in the United States.
Yeah.
Like I've gone to Los Angeles, garbage, bro. Smells like shit,
Hey, bro, chill.
Saying we trying to get fans, bro. And
bro. Like, bro, walk down the Hollywood stars.
Shit.
Bro. To me, like, I get it. Like, you maybe I'm not, surrounded by like those really famous people that like know all of this shit and crap like that. But point is that like, I just see myself traveling wherever the fuck the world takes me, but it's not in the United States.
Like
bro.
that boy, what's his name? Tom from MySpace.
Oh shit! What happened to this fucker?
This motherfucker. Well, they were like, damn, this boy right here living the life. He pretty much sold MySpace to Facebook for like half or 500 million.
Mm-hmm.
And now all he does, he's just a photographer and travels the world. Like he's just living life. But they're like, it's two different routes. You
Mhm.
see how the route he took, like you were saying about build a company and pretty much cash out and live life. Or you see also Zuckerberg's route. This motherfuckers try to control everything, but he's always trying to innovate and this and that. But like, you don't hear about him traveling the world and this and that.
So here's one
But
thing.
it just depends on the person, honestly.
Do I still want to have some sort of power and influence, even though I'm like out of the United States? Hell yeah. How is that gonna happen? I don't know, bro.
But you see, I'm the type of like be Tom for MySpace. Like as soon as I get cash out, I can retire, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let's have it this way: if you were to be given 500 million,
Yeah.
what would you do? Would you be the Tom like MySpace, just fucking
I
skedaddle?
would just travel the world, bro. Skedaddle, do my own
Yeah.
things, like
Live life.
live
Enjoy.
life, enjoy.
I mean, 500 million it may not be a lot to someone, but like,
Whoa,
bro, but like you can do a lot of fucking.
I'm about to say for 99% of the population.
Because I think
it's a lot of
I
money.
don't care to be someone and like to be known,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Zuckerberg, I feel like they all have that ego mentality where like they
I
gotta
have
be
to be
known.
the best of the best.
So you wouldn't go out there killing bitches and shit like that?
Nah, I'd
Nah.
just be like living my life,
Enjoy life. What do you?
With the amount of money I would have, like that's 500 million. Like I would use it to like.
I mean, the real question is, would you either turn psycho, create this fucking weird ass, craving of like adrenaline of killing people, or would I,
Travel
use
the
the
world.
500 mil?
Look at Dan Vizirian, bro. That boy be smashing like.
Hey, he
500
retired though. He said that like, you know what? I stopped fucking bitches
Where he say that?
not too long ago. Fool.
In a podcast. No?
Yeah. He said, I had to stop. I had to take a break from
Yeah,
fucking.
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Shit.
I think he's a sex addict, to be honest. Shit,
Yeah, he was
but-
talking about that. He was talking about his sex addiction, like how he had to chill out.
At some point, you do. I mean, you always got to find the correct girl, you know.
Bro, I'm
Life is all about balance at the end of the day, bro. Anything, too much of anything could kill you. Too much of anything could fucking fuck you up, you know?
I remember my manager would always tell me that, bro. Like when I would say like, nah, I'm gonna die and shit. It's like everything kills you, even pussy. It's not like-
Yeah, bro.
for real, everything.
Honestly, probably pussy has killed so many men, bro.
Are we talking about like HIV or like
No,
what?
it's in the sense. You
In the
think about
sense
it, you
where,
think
like-
there's wars that have been started because of pussy, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Like a bitch wanted, or she's with some dude and she scatters out there, bro, and she fucks some other dude, and you start a war right there, bro.
hell yeah, man. You
Pussy
see,
has probably killed a lot of guys out here.
bro. I want 20 kids. And I'm gonna be
Oh
like,
my god!
I'm gonna be
one
like,
girl.
I don't know if, but if they're a girl, bro, I'm gonna be like Elon Musk. Where's
No,
your
no,
kid?
no. 20 kids with one girl.
Oh, with one girl, hell yeah, bro.
Hey,
I mean, Mexicans back then were popping 20. I mean,
rabbits, little
10,
rabbits.
Nobody was popping 20. What are you talking
10,
about?
bro, at least minimum. Hispanics back in the day, bro, 10 minimum, bro.
Both of my sides have 10 and 10.
Yeah, my mom was one
10
of
and
10.
10 what?
My mom has 10 siblings, and my dad has like 10 siblings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom came from a family of 10 too.
No, my mom only has 7. But I mean, still
Yeah.
not.
You see, that's what I mean, bro.
But these motherfuckers were like in the fucking farms and shit, though.
Exactly.
Nothing to
They
do.
ain't got shit to do, bro.
They-
They little
they got-
quickies.
That's 37 right there, bro. Just from us three right here, 37.
And they got to
bro.
create.
I mean, 27.
They got to
I
create
need some
workers, bro.
I need
Yeah.
some workers, bro.
Hey, that's how I'm gonna see it, bro. I'm
I
gonna
need some
tell.
editors.
I'm gonna tell my girl, bro. I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's time. It's time
Trying to
for
pump them out.
It's time for the 15th.
Oh, shit.
For real, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm down, bro. You don't see yourself being as a dad, Caesar?
Hell no.
Why not,
Uncle-
bro?
I mean, I
Uncle
can be
Caesar.
a great dad, but
Pull out game week or nah, bro?
what you mean my pull-out game is good? That's why I don't have a kid.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Let's not talk about pull-out games right now, bro. If you don't want to be called out.
Hey.
What happened, bro? You can call me out. Damn, bro. The Lakers lost?
Hell yeah. They were down like
Bro,
20,
watch it.
bro.
The Wizards 10-3. What the fuck? That boy Kuz. Oh no, Keaton played today. But bro, Pope, Harrell, 15 points.
Shit,
Crazy.
but anyways, like we're talking about Narcos.
Yeah, but
I
let's
feel
finish
like
this.
I feel like it was a great show, and I love what they're doing. You know, the whole buildup of next is gonna be the chaos of, you know, the fight for Juarez, and then
Mhm.
probably the other season after will be like the rise of the Zetas and El Chapo, and then probably what else? You know,
That's getting a little too close to like more now, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if they can do it yet.
but then after they get to a certain point, they could go to like the 80s and the rise of like the crack era and like, you know, the big gangsters, the kingpins
I mean,
in the US.
but it's so true. Like, so the chaos, no offense, but that's not too long ago. Like,
I wish they did the series on Rick Ross, bro.
Oh, Freeway Ricky.
Freeway Ricky. Like if they did it Narcos like Freeway Ricky,
Yeah.
they'll call out the CIA though right there.
On some shit for real though. Like I feel like it should go in that way though. Like
They
you know,
should.
knock
I
out
would watch it.
knock out the Mexico season. You know, you got the fight for Juarez, the rise of Zetas, you know, El Chapo taking over, the El Chapo's downfall, and then you could start with the US, you know, from the 80s, the 90s, and then just, you know, up to this
I'm
point.
talking about the real Rick Ross, not the one that went to private school over here.
Not Officer Ricky.
But have you ever seen his interview where he talks shit about Rick Ross, the rapper?
No, I saw the thumbnail on it, but like I never clicked on it.
Like about how like he's like, man, fuck that, fuck Rick Ross. Like he didn't even ask me to. He wanted my
For his
name and
name?
shit for his name, and like motherfucker went to private school. He's just a plant, industry plant and shit.
industry plant.
Have you heard of BMF?
Nah,
BMF,
I found him something dirty here.
POV. Hey, chill. No, but
Yeah,
BMF.
straight.
BMF is a show that 50 Cent is doing on the I want to say black mafia family, which was the main coke providers in Atlanta in the 2000s. Like these motherfuckers will pull up with like 20 Lambos, will pull up with 100 bottles, bitches like crazy. So he's doing the story for them, and that's what I'm saying. Like once Narco kills the Mexico season, bro, they have a lot of other stories they could do.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
lots of people are like, bro, BMF is so good. 50 Cent did a fucking good ass job again with the executive producer and this and that. But yeah, you should look into it. BMF, everybody's like raving about it.
I'm gonna watch it. What was it about again?
It's the black mafia family, pretty much their build up, and then them getting into like
That was from New York, right?
no, this was it's two brothers, Meech and I forgot the other brother's name, but
It's based on a true story.
yeah. He's still in jail right now. It's funny because his son, Meech, is playing him in the show. Like his actual real
That's
son.
crazy. Like Ice Cube, Ice Cube's son playing
Type shit.
O'Shea.
Hell yeah. So they're brothers from Detroit, and then they moved to Atlanta because they felt like Detroit was getting a little too crazy. And they built up their connections there in Atlanta. And then they ended up making connections with a cartel. So they went, no more middlemen. They were the ones pretty much supplying the cocaine out here. And then, it just shows the rise and fall pretty much. But they're barely starting with the upbringing right now. Like how they got into the game and all that shit.
Man, that's
But
crazy.
BMF in the
I'm gonna watch
2000s.
it. I'm gonna watch it then.
For sure.
All right, guys, let's call it a show.
Hell yeah, bro.
Narco season 3 recap of everything we talked about. I mean, what
I'll
else?
watch it for Bad Bunny, bro.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
He one of the bitches. He one of the bitches.
And then I'll stop
that
watching
Bad
it.
You're
Bunny-
one of the bitches that just watched the two.
I'll stop.
Bad Bunny's on the.
The moment he dies, bro, I'm dead too, bro. The show dead.
We're done.
We're done with the show. Anything
And
else
for
y'all
that
want to add on?
reason, I'm out.
But anything y'all want to add on or what?
Nah, man.
Hopefully you guys enjoy what we're doing with the new content. Like we said, we're gonna bring you guys amazing, entertaining content, and
Hell
just
yeah.
stay tuned.
Yeah, for sure. And we're gonna. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Now we'll stay consistent, boys. But other than that, like, comment, subscribe. We have so much shit going on that we just want to show you guys. But we're gonna stay focused. So check it out.
All right,
Peace.
We out.